Well, hurry up and start the show then, Gene. People been waiting on you all day.
So wait till everybody come in.
Why you gotta wait, Lincoln? Start the show. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, come one, come all. Yeah. Yo, Gene. I see y'all coming in. We got back to the pretty baby. The DJ's going. Oh, they hitting it now. Lucky Lefty Bizzle. Oh, you moderator. Christy O. Oh, they plugged in. I see them now.
On the Gene Deal Show.
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 Be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show. Gee, we talking that real shit. Yo, we think it's cool. Gene Deal Show, paperwork the producer. Sliding like Medusa, the Diddy loser. Exclusive for losers, they on my Instagram, baby, they make us paperwork and Gene. Membership, subscribe, and hit the like button. Got content on YouTube, we ain't doing this shit. Cash out, PayPal, and hit the test, relax. Tune in, we about to get it.
Come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show. Paperwork for producer. Paperwork for producer. We sliding like Medusa. Paperwork for producer. Paperwork for producer. Paperwork for producer. That's on that Gene Deal Show. Paperwork for producer. Boys ain't deal, man. Paperwork for producer. We sliding like Medusa. Paperwork for producer. Paperwork for producer. 2020. That's on that Gene Deal Show. Let go. We don't need no music. Just clap your hands a little louder. I said that we don't need no music. Just clap your hands a little louder. Just clap, 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 clap. Hey, hey, hey. It's good to be here. It's good to be alive. And it's good to see y'all in here with me. Look at Bonnie. Bonnie came in quick. That wasn't no Memphis. That was on the Chattanooga side of Tennessee when they did that. Okay, Bonnie. In the newspaper up north, they said Memphis. They were Memphis cops. I don't want to start off my show like that, but damn, Bonnie, you're coming at my throat. And they say they will not help Diddy either. Shout out to Bonnie with that out there, mama. Good. All right. Yo, thank y'all, man. I wasn't myself. I told y'all a couple of days ago I had took some medication that I wasn't supposed to take, and I could have been into cardiac arrest. But through the grace of God and the goodness of God, um, I made it through, and I'm grateful. I am so grateful. I understand some things that I would never, ever do in my life again. So I appreciate to be here. I appreciate to be myself and to get myself back in order. And I'm glad you're here with me, on the Gene Deal show today. Give grace to God, give grace to the people that believe in a higher power. They have gotten a new pope. My father come from a Catholic family, and his mama was Catholic. His father was Catholic, and Samuel Robinson raised them in Catholic schools until they went on to go to college, and they attended Catholic church. And this was my father's house, so I got people making jokes about the wood paneling. Yeah, but I was given this. And when I get the money up, I'm going to redo this shit the way I want to do it, like I did my house up in New York, the way we did the apartment up in New York. So I'm going to do this house, this St. Louis, the same way. So shout out to the people that's in here. DJ Big Bad Bolo from Bolo TV. Salute. Yeah, I am so corny. I gotta be corny because that's me. So if I'm so corny, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help you. Cause you don't want to be on no show with nobody corny. So we're gonna ban you from out of here. We not playing games. If my what you call didn't get you, I'm gonna get your ass. So now you banned it. Find somebody else to play with. You understand? I'm me. I like having fun. I do me. If you can't do it and you don't want to see the Gene Deal show, carry your ass someplace else. Find somebody else to play with. All right. So they got a new pope. They wanted y'all to think that this was the quickest that a pope was ever, picked. But Pope Julius II in 1503 was quickest pope there was ever, because they do um, 4 votes a day, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. And Pope Julius II in 1503, he got it to the third vote, and he was that. And then the next one was Pius the 12th, and at 1939, he was I think he went through 4 votes before the next day. On the fourth vote, he was picked. So, and this is the first pope that came through America. They came through America. And that was strange to me, that because of the stuff that's happening in America today with Donald Trump and the world, that they would pick a pope from America. But it was done. Hey, Momo L, I heard you was all on Miss Shay's show. Miss Shay, I'm going to get stabbed in my neck. Miss Pleasant on the Pop-Off show. I owe her $5. Somebody better cash out me some. Mo, you better cash out me something. I ain't paying that money. I got to give her $5 now because I called her by her street name. Anyway, you was on the Pop-Off show this morning. I seen you up in there, Mo. All right, 2020. But Miss Pleasant has been doing a great job going down. She did 3 days straight down at the Diddy trial, and she's getting 2,000-3,000 people in her in her channel while she's covering this stuff. So y'all go like and subscribe and get on. I was gonna say get on top of that. Get down with the Pop-Off show. You understand? It's a lot of things that's going on in the news that I've been wanting to touch before I go to this uh, thing about what's happening with the jury, the jurors, and the people that's going to testify in the Diddy trial. And I'm gonna go with me and Paperwork going to do a big show tonight regarding that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Suzanne. She said, great intro. Appreciate you, Ma. Appreciate you for liking the intro. So that's where we at right now. I started with both of my books. Y'all go to Amazon and purchase those books, or you can cash out me at Big Gene 52 or Big Gene 10, or you can PayPal me at Big Gene 2 and Big Gene 50. Miss Morgan, I will get out your book today. Took you long enough to give me your last name. Yo, folks, when y'all order a book from me, please put your first and your last name down, because my girl is telling me, like, forget it. If they put Rhonda down, let it just be Rhonda. You ain't got to load their last name. Like, okay, Ma. I'll get her book out. Okay. Like I'm being abused or something. But anyway, yeah. If I got any moderators in here, man, anybody coming here with a bull, ban them for life. I don't care, man. You see, I'm not on the internet every day. I'm not on the internet for financial reasons. I do it for myself, first and foremost. I appreciate all the donations. I appreciate how y'all feel about me. I get a lot of love in my town. I get a lot of love in St. Louis, Missouri. I get a lot of love in New York, New Jersey. Wherever I go, I seem to get a lot of love because real recognize real. People understand that I didn't have to come and do the things that I've been doing and I've done. You understand? And they see it. Even though you got guys that could, I'm telling you, anybody that try to take me down, watch how they diminish. Their life start getting tore up in front of them. I am a chosen one. I don't care what nobody say. I've been in death-defying situations and have came out victorious because God got plans for me. He continues to have plans for me. I continuously help people. You understand? No matter what the circumstances or the situations is. So when people and you see them, watch and look closely how they get sick. They start that you could look at them and say, damn, Gene is in his 60s, they in their 50s and their 40s, and them niggas look terrible. But let's get back to the program with this right there. Jermaine Sewell. What's good, piano man? LOL. Heard you on MREC this morning. Salute, Big Gene. Take care of yourself. Thank you, Jermaine. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You understand? Shout out to MREC TV who got all this started with Wisdom Clear. And I'm glad because this is my outlet. I don't have to go into no doctor's office because I come on here and I could talk to y'all. I've been helped, and I'm gonna shout her out. You know, Dr. DaCosta used to try to help me, keep like a sane mind with these internet people because I didn't know nothing about it. You know, I was the type of dude like, yo, listen here, if you talking that bullshit, let's get at it. Let's go at it. You know, and I had to understand that this is a certain culture that I'm not used to. And then I had a long talk, you know what I'm saying? And I was sat down by a young lady and she was like, yo, Gene. You know what I'm saying? People didn't come to you and come to see you because you fighting these niggas on the internet and talking that shit. They come for the real. And Doris was like, yo, you are a real brother. You are a real dude. You understand? You got to give the positive energy and the positive, the knowledge to the people. You understand? All these clowns, all these characters that's trying to come at you, you got to understand that just the devil, man. You got to be strong. And you got to keep being strong and not let them deter you. So that won't happen no matter what you see and who you see. I don't care what these cats out here saying. Because I know one thing for sure and two things for certain. Ain't none of them gonna put their hands on me. Ain't none of them gonna try to see me. And they're gonna do what they continue to do. They're gonna be keyboard gangsters and talk shit on the internet and try to bring something down that they can't touch. They can't do it. They can't do it. They tried it on Vlad's show. They tried it on a couple of other programs out on the West Coast that I need not say their names. But when they find out this is the real, ain't nothing fake, fugazi, or phony about me. Hey, Miss Cat, Mercy, Miami. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. You understand? What medicine I took? I took some Propel, 60 milligrams, and I wasn't supposed to take that. And I don't even want to talk about it. It was just that stupid. David Sprouse, salute for that cash out. Mr. Sprouse always been a great supporter. You always hit me up with a little something, something. Appreciate you, David. Okay. Carolyn Lewis, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's get to this. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, the business at home. First, one thing I want to talk about too, man, is Rodney Hilton Jr. My heart goes out to you, brother. And I know you can't see this because you're behind bars. He's out there in Ohio. He's going to be fighting for his life for something that most men in our culture would have either thought about doing or would have did the same damn thing that Mr. Rodney Hilton Jr. did. His son, Ryan Hilton, for whatever reason, was breaking the law. I'm going to put it out there like it is because it is what it is. He was breaking the law. He was in a stolen vehicle. And while they jumped out and started running, one of the cops yelled out he had a gun, and the kid was shot to death. Now, let me deal with the Cottenham situation first. And the Cottenham who killed Ryan Hilton. If they had followed the penal law, the federal law, Antoine Faulkner, thank you for that cash out, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. If they would have followed the federal law and the penal law, Mr. Rodney Hilton Jr. wouldn't be in the situation he is right now. I'm just going to keep it a buck. If those cops on the scene would have did their job based on the rules and regulations that governs their job, Mr. Hilton and the cop that was killed by Mr. Hilton wouldn't be in the situation they are in today. Let me just say that first. It was a law passed, and I've said this before on my show. It's called Tennessee versus Gardner. When this guy, I think he either broke in a house or snatched a purse or something like that and was running and jumping over the fence, and the cops killed him. There went to court, and it was a federal law, and it actually happened in Tennessee. I think so. I think it was so. Yeah, because it was Tennessee versus Gardner. It happened in Tennessee, whereas that a federal law was passed that you cannot shoot a fleeing felon. Anybody in here? I know I got what you call in law school. BF, Britt, I know I got a lot of intelligent. Robin Covert, 1989. Am I on the right track? Am I? Somebody holler if you hear me. Yeah. Yeah, this is a 7-bedroom. This is Antoine Faulkner. This is a 7-bedroom house sitting on a half an acre of land. A half an acre land sitting on 7-bedroom house sitting on a half an acre of land. And I have my own house, my own apartments, all that already. But I'm gonna do this up because I spend a lot of time down here. So I need to do what I need to do. I'm gonna tell you about that Tyrone Lynch, about the open arguments being pushed back and why. All right, so now let's get to it. So now these cops, they did not follow the letter of the law. They didn't follow the letter of the law, and that's why Mr. Rodney Hinton Jr., a law-abiding citizen, trying to raise a boy, a young man in maybe a community that's not so good, could probably get influenced by his friends to joyride. We don't even know if Mr. Hinton son, knew that the car was stolen or not when his friends and them picked him up to get in the car. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a situation like that before, where it was Lil Johnny, Old Man, Dwight, and Danny Bean. All us was in a stolen car. We was coming down Ogden Avenue. And next thing you know, boom, they hit somebody. We all jumped out and started running. I didn't know the car was stolen. I just got in the car with him because I seen my friend pull by the block and, yo, get in. Let's go forward. Let's ride. And that was it. So we don't even know if this kid even knew that the car was even stolen. But whatever the case may be, this kid loses his life because the cops didn't follow the letter of the law. You cannot shoot a fleeing felon. Tennessee versus Gardner. I'm gonna get a little bit deep in that on the next show. All right. Mr. Rodney Hinton Jr., a man who's doing the right thing, had no dealings with the law before. No dealings with the law before. Kevin Slaughter, thank you for that cash out. Appreciate you. No dealings with the law before, whereas he been to prison, he was caught selling drugs and none of that shit like that. A law-abiding citizen. Had to see a tape that traumatized him, that hurt him so bad to the core of his heart, that if he chose one thing to do wrong in his life. It was to avenge the death of his son. He did not care what cop did it, and he was wrong for that. He was wrong for that. But he wasn't thinking. He was going on his emotions, his feelings, his hurt, his pain, something that he raised, something that he held in his arm, something that he fed, something that he guided, someone he did everything to try to make a boy into a man, taken away from him because somebody wasn't following the letter of the law that they took an oath and a plea to do. I'm not saying what Mr. Hinton Jr. did was right, but I can understand. Because now another family is hurt because their father had nothing to do with that other than being a police officer, and he lost his life. I'm going to explain that, Memphis. Just hold it down. Just give me a little bit more time, Memphis, and I'm gonna get to what I meant about the Memphis thing. Please, Memphis. Please, Memphis. And while y'all giving me a little more time, I'm just gonna say, Retreater. Retreater. Retreater is a member, y'all. Hey, Retreater. Retreater. Retreater is a member, y'all. Hey, Retreater. Retreater is a member, y'all. Hey, Retreater. Retreater. Retreater is a member. Thank you for your membership, Retreater. It's the Gene Deal Show. I'm doing a show. All right. So now, hey, Natalie Cole. Natalie Cole say, hi, chat. So now, everybody is effed up because people who swore to do the right thing and took an oath has caused a man to be emotionally traumatized, emotionally effed up because he loses his son because his son may have made a mistake. I don't want to spend no more time on that. But to the Hinton family out there in Ohio, I feel y'all. I'm sorry for y'all loss, y'all double loss. For the cop who, Mr. BB or something like that, who lost his life and his family, I'm sorry for y'all loss too. But if there's anybody to blame, it's those officers who started this whole bullshit for not following an oath and a rule of law that they said that they were going to do when they took the job. Now, let's get to Memphis. Let's talk about Memphis and why I said what I said in the title. Diddy needs a Memphis jury and a prayer from the Pope in order to win this case. Now, y'all been hearing that there has been witnesses talking about they fallen off and they can't be found and they won't be found. You understand? Because somehow they are missing. And I believe that one witness may be Gina Hun. Gina Hun is the young lady who got on Tasha K. And she said that Diddy, before Cassie, said Diddy punched her in the head, dragged her, pulled her hair, kicked her in the side, and allegedly may have had her lose a baby because he beat her so bad. Did anybody hear that? Yeah, Rose. Missing witness. Monique did. So now, she made a post prior to that she made a post prior to that she'd rather be in Chanel shopping or some stuff like that. Let me just tell Miss Gina Chung a little information. You gave testimony to, well, first of all, you know testimony because you wasn't under oath. But you made statements to investigators for the FBI. FBI, you made statements to FBI investigators who work for the Department of Justice, who work for the Southern District of New York, and in that making those statements, I hope that you know that if you had lied to them, you could do 5 years in jail. That's one. Now, two, you cannot hide because one, you can't stay off social media. Two, you have a cell phone and numbers that they can track. So the federal government can say they can't find her if they want to. If they want to, they have satellites and tracking devices and things. If she used anything other than cash, she will be found. They just have to give it to the marshals and say, I want her ass in here the next day. Darius Bowen, I'm good. So now you have to understand if they give it to the marshals, they're gonna track everything and every phone number that she probably did in the last 6 months, every place that she been in the last 6 months, every person that she's talked to in the last 6 months. They're gonna track any credit cards, anything she got. As soon as she use one of those things or jump on one of those phones, have somebody over with her. Now, she could come in as a hostile witness. And being a hostile witness, she could say, I want to invoke my constitutional right and plead the fifth. No. Sorry. This is Gina Hahn. But she ain't Chinese, really, and she ain't Japanese. She's some kind of Asian, so I know she one young dumb gal, so I don't know how she would sound or doing that voice, but she might invoke her constitutional right and say, I plead the Fifth Amendment. When in fact, if she does that, the prosecution and the judge can hold her into contempt, because she gave a statement to the government, and she would have to stay in jail for the life of the trial. Do you understand that? She would have to stay in jail for the life of the trial. And I don't think Miss Hahn want to stay in jail for the life of the trial, be it 8 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever. So I wouldn't too much be worried about whether they're going to get a conviction or not, because they're going to get a conviction. This is one of the easiest things to convict anybody on. They got Jonathan Odie testimony that he was one of the sex workers. They got Cassie testimony that he was one of the prostitutes, male prostitutes, that he made do him. One of those people, whether it's Cassie or Diddy or whoever they was fooling around, he said it was Rick Ross too. He said it was DJ Khaled, and he said he received herpes from one of them, and Puff gave him $2 million, allegedly. This is what Jonathan Odie is saying. So now, the reason why I threw the fact that Diddy needs a jury like Memphis, it was because of my fraternity brothers who beat Tyrese Nicholas to death. Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Hanley, and Justin Smith was acquitted of doing so, when everybody and their mama, any and everybody with good sense and their mama, knew they killed that boy. Have I said something wrong yet? Let me know in the chat. Y'all let me know in the chat, have I said something wrong? That I think Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Hanley, and Justin Smith was acquitted. Now they said it wasn't a Memphis thing. I just got that news today, and if I gotta change the title, send me the court, because in our papers it said Memphis officers was acquitted for beating the death of Tyrese Nicholas. And while I'm doing that, while y'all let me know if I said something, no, not yet. Thank you, Antoine. Mel said they're going to get convicted in federal court. Diddy, Yafiu, right? No. Look at Bonnie. Oh, look, Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie. Bonnie. Hold up. No. I'm going to get to her in 1 minute. Hold up. But before I get to her, I got to go with Corey. Corey is a member, y'all. Hey, Corey is a member, y'all. Go, Corey. Corey is a member, y'all. Oh, it's K-O-R-E with a I. She's a member, y'all. on the Gene Deal Show. Oh, Corey, 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 Corey. Hey, Corey is a member, y'all. Thank you for your membership, Corey, to the Gene Deal Show. Appreciate you. Oh, they was acquitted by our trial jury. But listen here, I want to know what town it is so I can do the post right. But Bonnie Maharas, Bonnie got all on top of me. Memphis don't like Diddy, and Memphis was the one who acquitted him. There was Memphis police officers in our papers that said the Memphis jury acquitted him. Bonnie, you was about to choke Big G. You had Big Gene in a headlock. Someone, Gene, stop it. It wasn't Memphis, Gene. We love Memphis. I love Bill Street too. My aunt used to have a club down there. So oh, yep. Hey, Miss Katz, what's going on? What's that? Oh, where my girl Danny D at? I ain't seen Danny D in the chat in a long time. She probably working like a runaway slave. Hey, Dana posting. See, Dana just didn't say, welcome, Corey. Memphis officer had been convicted on federal charges. Oh, they said those Memphis officers had been convicted on federal charges. Sentencing is June 16th. So maybe they was acquitted on the state charges on the state level because they had already been sentenced. They had already been found guilty in the federal charges. I don't know. But that still don't give the state the right to let them go, because what happens is that I've seen guys have federal and state time. And maybe it was the same charges. I don't know. Pam Gator, Pam is on top of it. Thanks, Pam. Pam was right there. Pam said that was a state case. Federal case sentencing is June 16th, looking at 20 to 40 years. Okay, Pam. Thank you, Pam. Appreciate you, Pam. Love those people, man, that's highly educated. And the fact that we got Leon Butler. Leon Butler is a member, y'all. Hey, Leon Butler. Leon Butler is a member, y'all. Go, Leon Butler. Leon Butler is a member, y'all. Mr. Leon Butler, thank you for your membership to the Gene Deal Show. Appreciate you, brother. And all the rest of the people who became members today. And I heard that they mostly are picking men jurors in the Diddy case. I don't know how that's going to play out. Yeah, okay. Honey Butter said, I had somebody named, I'm not paying that no attention. Expose me for what? Yeah. Everybody wants to be something or be somebody. Expose me for what? Snugglebug. What's up, Snugglebug? Oh, the federal case was first? All right. Hey, Vanessa Marshall. Vanessa Marshall said, she wish y'all was her god brother. Those are lesser Fed charges. But Big Will, B Will, if they're lesser Fed charges and they can get you 20 to 40 years, shit, those guys are in their late 30s or older. 30, 40 years in the Feds will get you, if you do 30 years, you got to do at least, what, 26 to come home? Still old as dirt. Pam Cater says she loved me. So now that's why I said that he's gonna need a prayer from the Pope, because let me just tell y'all something right here. And this is the trick. And this is how I know the feds know they got him, no matter what the circumstances that you think. Look at all the federal cases that have been brought to trial. The feds usually take 1 to 2 years. Listen to me. The feds usually take 1 to 2 years to try you on a federal case. They allow Diddy lawyers them to fast track this case. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Within 8 months, they have fast tracked this case and put it on the calendar and allowed them to get a quicker date. Anytime the federal government allow the prosecution to go for something like that, they gonna kill you. They gonna get you. They not gonna lose this case. And they was going there to talk about it, 6 white women up there against a black man and stuff like that. There's no way they're gonna lose this case without getting even if he gets probation. Just say he gets probation, they still won the case. Even if they get time served, they still won. The federal government will win this case no matter what. And watch and see what I tell you this. Watch and see I tell you. If it's going to the position and they get in the middle of the case and Puff is losing, he's going to ask for those 5 years. Yo, see, can you still give me that 5 years? Watch and see what I tell you. He's going to ask for that. Dana is welcoming everybody. Thank you, Dana. Bug was a member for 3 months, y'all. For 3 whole months. Bug been a member. Bug. All right, Big Barnett. Big bank paid little bank. The money on the wood make the betting good. What you got for me? Don't shut up. Put it up. I'm taking all bets. Let me just tell you something. A baseball player, let me say, a professional athlete, stood in the door and stopped a woman from leaving and got 8 years in jail for kidnapping. We the one who live. I'm gonna give you a chance to explain yourself. Moderators, find out what we the one who live mean, because I just caught that. You said, because I've always been somebody. So if you're on this channel and you make a statement like, honestly, Gene, your podcast isn't even close to most cringe on YouTube. Honestly, Gene, your podcast isn't even close to most cringe on YouTube. Okay, well, we the one who live. First of all, I've always said this is not a podcast. So you got it effed up right there. And second of all, if not, and if you feel that way, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna get you up out of here. Find somebody else to play with. How about that? It's not a podcast show. I'm sitting in front of a camera talking to y'all, chilling, letting y'all know how I feel about my feelings or what I think about certain situations. I don't have no producers. I don't have no computers typing up shit or going across the screen other than the banners. Let me show you a banner. Other than the banners. I never said this was a podcast show. But if I ever get to that podcast level, I don't think it's a motherfucker on YouTube could F with me. I've been to too many places, spoke to everybody twice going around the world. Educated from the streets, educated from the schools. Got so many personal experience, held been a job for a child welfare investigator, a juvenile justice worker, a New York State parole officer, an investigator for elite investigations, a substitute teacher at Watley High School. I've done it all. Been a father, a husband, been player, semi-player. This is to say semi. Did it all. Security, doorman at Sue's, one of the big strip clubs, bodyguard for a lot of people in the industry, father, everything. I've done it all. They couldn't F with me. So you find somebody else to play with. Where we at? A lot of people feel that, Dana. For real. See, I was right. She got on me. Look at this, y'all. The trial was in Memphis, but they was with Hamilton County jurors. Thank you, Jacquel. Thank you, Jacquel. See? Cussed me out for nothing. April, you see she cussed me out for nothing? They brought jurors over from another county. So I'm going to put Hamilton County jurors in Memphis. I'm going to leave it Memphis. Because they did it in Memphis. Yes, its attorney asked for a speedy trial. They didn't have to give him a speedy trial. The prosecutor could have fought that and asked for a year for preparation. But they knew they wanted him off the street and they wanted to get him. Yep. Let me say y'all one thing before I go to the next. April Algae. April AG. April AG is a member, y'all. Hey, April AG. April AG. April AG is a member, y'all. Go, go, April AG. April AG. April AG is a member, y'all. Hey, we got April AG. E and a E. She's a member to the Gene Deal Show. That's for me. April, thank you for your membership to the Gene Deal Show. Listen, me and Paperwork is coming on tonight at 6 o'clock. We got more information. We got a whole lot of stuff for y'all, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go get Life After Bodyguard, Life After Death when Bodyguard and Hip Hop Star, and My World of Bodyguard and the Hip Hop Star. If them books ain't good, you don't enjoy the reading, when you see me, slap the shit out of me. This is Jason Bourne. Gene, don't block them. The best way to expose and ask is let them speak. Do you think we'll ever know what really happened to Kim? What do you think about Al B. Sure was exposing his book? Listen to me. Al is my man. I've been knowing Al since the 80s, the late 80s. I used to come to Eddie F. house, which was across the street from my aunt's house in Mount Vernon. You understand? It was me, Hal, Heavy D and the boys, all them niggas like that. Eddie F., me and Eddie used to be like this, and we still cool. Even though we haven't seen each other and talked to each other, Eddie could call me up, yo, Big Gene, I got a problem. I'm right there. Because Eddie always been a good dude. You understand? So me and Al go way back. I've always teased him because he was that fly, light-skinned, curly-haired, pretty-haired motherfucker. But that's always been my dude. You know, Al could call me at a heartbeat too. You understand? So now, salute to God. My mom has been cleared to go home from the hospital. Appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all love on y'all mothers this Mother's Day. My birth mother is gone and passed. I miss her and I love her. My dad's wife, Jan Robinson, who's my mother, has been my mother since I met my dad and my family, who gave me this house. Yo, she is one of the most beautifulest persons in the world, and I love her to death. And I can't do nothing but love on her for the rest of my life, the rest of her life. So y'all love on y'all mothers, man, because you only get one. So to answer your question, Jason, Al is going to tell no lies. Al said Kim was in perfect health, in good health. I believe Al. I know one thing. There's a lot of people who around them that whole rat pack, allegedly. A lot of people them came up dead with ammonia symptoms. And it's just funny that all of them come up with ammonia symptoms. Pneumonia symptoms when they came up dead. And that's strange to me. But it is what it is. All right. Yo, Splendid Sigma organs, you gonna do that right when I'm about to get up and get out of here? Before I get up and get out of here, I gotta go. X and do. X and do. X and do is a member, y'all. Hey, X and do. X and do. X and do is a member, y'all. Go X and do. X and do. X and do is a member, y'all. I say it's a XANAD and a U. It's a member to the Gene Deal Show and a crew. X and do, thank you for your membership to the Gene Deal Show. Y'all see me tonight at 6 o'clock. Thank you, Carla Townsend, for your super sticker. Appreciate that. Dana Poston, dinner on you tonight? Well, then, if it's on you tonight, then when you get a super sticker, I don't get that until next month. But thank you anyway, Dana, for the dinner. Appreciate you, Mama. All right. Y'all take care. Be good. Later.